What's up? When I first saw the trailer for Pixar's latest movie, Hoppers, I honestly was not very impressed. It looked kind of generic and didn't seem like it would be for me, but I'm happy to report I actually very much enjoyed this movie. Hoppers took me by surprise in a few ways. For one, I wasn't expecting it to be good. Two, I wasn't expecting to laugh as much as I did. And three, I wasn't expecting to be as emotionally invested in the movie as I was. With Elio last year, I felt that movie was a pretty good idea that just didn't go far enough with his premise. But with this movie, I feel like this was a decent idea, executed in kind of the best way possible. Hoppers, for the most part, doesn't feel like a quote-unquote kids movie, despite the cute animals and cartoonish character designs. It reminded me a lot of The Wild Robot in the way that it acknowledges the reality of death and even has a character dying as a joke. Certain scenes are paced quickly for comedic effect, but the movie as a whole doesn't get off the vibe that it's trying to appeal to short attention spans. There are plenty of quiet moments just taking in the beauty of nature. There are times when it lets you breathe along with the main character, taking in the emotional weight of things. It also avoids hitting you with the emotion too much. I never thought at any point, oh, this is the moment where you're supposed to cry because it's a Pixar movie. There wasn't anything that felt out of place or like it was trying to follow that stereotypical Pixar formula. This is a movie that can be enjoyed by adults just as much as children. What I took away from the trailer was that this movie was pretty much going to take the structure of Avatar, the animals being the Na'vi and the main girl being Jake Sully, as if anyone else could be Jake Sully, becoming part of them and leading the tribe against the humans sort of thing. But it actually turned out to not be that at all. This movie has a recurring theme of there's good in everyone, and even the mayor, who is set up to be a big jerk and not care about the environment. After Mabel accidentally convinces the animal council to kill the mayor, squish the mayor, there's an interesting dynamic of her trying to save the life of this guy that she doesn't like and strongly disagrees with. I don't want to spoil anything, but where they went with the story was totally out of left field, but really worked with what this movie was trying to say. Overall, this movie just has a fun and chaotic energy to it. It's hard not to get lost in the vibe. Though jokes are pretty solid and well written, and the movie consistently made me laugh, probably a bit harder than the actual children in the theater. I really love how bonkers and unhinged it gets. More mainstream animated movies should have this level of commitment to the bit and creatively executing that bit. There's a certain scene involving a shark that I absolutely loved and didn't see coming, but I'm so glad they put that in there. A problem I've had with a few Pixar movies lately is how the animation is so realistic. While it works for some movies, in particular Soul, I don't think hyper-realism is necessary when you can make the movie look cartoonish and fun. I feel like this one has a good balance between goofy character designs and realistic environments, while avoiding really weird like The Good Dinosaur. The character designs are fantastic. Just looking at these characters, you can tell what they're all about. I also really like how the animals have small black eyes from the human's perspective, but when Mabel becomes a beaver and interacts with all the animals, they have big, expressive eyes. It's a neat, non-literal visual way of showing these animals have emotions and are intelligent, which the humans don't see. In addition to this, the visual presentation is very good in general. The staging and uses of perspective are very well done. There was one scene I really liked where she first goes out in the wild and starts running around, and we see her from the front, and the camera seems to be attached to her. It helps you feel the energy and the gleeful chaos of the moment as she's really excited. It was very similar to a shot from Requiem for a Dream, but with a very different emotion intended from it. There's also some great water animation and slow motion shots of the water slowing down, and it looks really good. My one criticism of the animation is the visually stunning moments could be more. I feel like Pixar is kind of afraid to go out of the usual 3D realism style, and I think they could and should go a bit crazy with it. But it's fine, this movie looks great anyways, and the animators should be really proud of the work they put in. I hope they had reasonable conditions and weren't fired for falling behind schedule. With the last three Pixar movies actually being pretty enjoyable, I'm starting to wonder if these surprise good movies are going to stop being the exception and start being the standard. No, they're not even close to being as good as the Pixar Golden Age, but when you've got a legendary run like that, it's kind of impossible to live up to it. I was really disheartened when the announcement was made that Pixar would stop making personal movies, but it's good to know there's still creativity and passion for the art of filmmaking coming out of this company I have so much personal connection to. Then again, Toy Story 5 is coming out. We'll see how that goes. It might actually physically cause me pain. I'm feeling a very strong 7 out of 10 for Hoppers. It could very well be an 8 if I rewatch it. Just a good old time. Nothing mind-blowing, but a funny, heartwarming movie I would strongly recommend. As always, tell me what I can do better. As a reviewer, let me know your thoughts on this film. And lastly, who is your favorite Spice Girl and why is it Mel B?